Welcome to PFT OT on Yahoo Sports. Peter King, Mike Florio, addressing some of the biggest stories currently going on in the National Football League. And there's a story that is emerging week by week, game by game, throw by throw. Dak Prescott on pace for over 5,100 passing yards. Entering the final games of his rookie contract, Peter, what kind of a deal is Dak Prescott currently playing himself into when we consider Russell Wilson currently is the highest paid quarterback at $35 million per year?
Well, Mike, every single quarterback contract simply plays hopscotch. You know that. And add to that, the salary cap very likely is going to go up probably to $200 million or right around that for 2020. I believe in the Dak Prescott story that there's one part of this that he and his agents should strongly consider. And that is, what if there is as part of the next TV/media deal, there is a huge portion of money and a big increase because of streaming rights. And if that happens, Dak Prescott, I'm sure, doesn't want to be left at the altar with a contract that is in early 2020 dollars that basically would be around $37 million a year. And look, Dak Prescott making $37 million a year. He hit the lottery for the end of time. I'm sure he's utterly thrilled with whatever he'll get. But as a quarterback, you don't want to leave a lot on the table. And if I'm his representatives negotiating with the Cowboys, that's one thing that I think would be very hard to pin down and would make this contract a very difficult thing to do.
I agree with you completely, Peter. And the other reality is his contract will be driven by the franchise tag in large respects. And they likely are going to have to use the exclusive franchise tag, which currently would be $33 million a year for the first year, goes up by 20% the second year, 44% the third year. The non-exclusive tag, which will be around $26 million, that opens the door for someone to swoop in and make Dak Prescott an offer the Cowboys can't or won't match, and the Cowboys would get 2 first-round picks as compensation. I don't think they want to take that risk. This is the same conundrum that the Ravens had in early 2013, where they didn't want to go non-exclusive tag. They didn't want to pay the exclusive tag. They didn't want to start down that path because the numbers get out of whack quickly, so they just made Joe Flacco the highest paid quarterback in the NFL at the time, and that may be what they have to do. With that acknowledgement, and you know what, Peter? One of these quarterbacks is going to get a term in his contract that has his compensation tied to a percentage of the salary cap. So when it does go up, as there are new TV deals and new revenue streams and new opportunities for the league, and the cap goes up and up and up, the quarterback will continue to consume a commensurate percentage of the total available cap dollars.
I'd absolutely look for that if I were Prescott, and I'm sure that Jerry Jones would view himself as a guardian at the gate in fighting that very hard. But Jerry Jones oftentimes has done things that have angered his other owners. When he gave Deion Sanders $13 million, a $13 million bonus, whatever year it was, 94 or 95. I mean, imagine giving a defensive player that much money, which is in today's dollars would be, 80 million or whatever. And I think Jerry Jones wouldn't be all that fearful about it. But I also think Jerry Jones absolutely does not want to set that precedent. I don't think he'd be frightened to do it. But I just think he would view that as a bridge too far.
Yeah, but at a certain level, there's an appeal to the idea that we're not going to worry about certain numbers. We're going to worry about specific percentage, and we're comfortable giving you 15%, for example, of whatever the cap is in any given year. As a businessman, I'd like to think he sees the logic, but you're right. It's going to be a precedent center, and if one does it, others will do it as well. Either way, I expect Dak Prescott to be with the Cowboys. We'll just see when they get the deal done and for how much he will be signed. Check us out all season long for more PFT OT videos on Yahoo Sports.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.